Did I miss your coverage of Trump getting booed? No, we're gonna get started here. Trump is booed while swearing in military service members at the Commanders Lions game. All right, let's get to obviously American news. We have very little time, so I'm just diving right into it. Donald Trump gets booed at Commanders game, which is really interesting because, or no, I thought this was the Commanders game. Yeah, at the Commanders Lions game, which is interesting because he wanted to buy the Commanders. He literally wanted to go and purchase the Commanders frickin' the stadium and change it, and he's getting booed so hard. And also, his brain is leaking. Keep politics out of my sports. Yeah, get the hell out of here, Donald Trump. Fuck you. Dude, people hate him. People hate him, and it's awesome.
I am saying you solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. All enemies, foreign and domestic.
Wait. I'm sorry, what? Wait. Is that normal? Is that like, did he, is that, he's not, like this is a swearing in, right? Booing a swearing in? Oh, he's leading them in the swearing in. Okay, that makes sense. Oh my God, for a second I lost my mind. I thought he just literally I thought he was just like, he was pulling up Brandon by reading state your name. Okay, to be fair, he's having them state their names because it's a swearing in. It's normal. The TDS is kicking your ass. Listen. First of all, it's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. It's 4 a.m. Okay? It's 4 a.m. And I only saw the booing. I didn't realize he said, when I heard the I state your name, I thought, well, that's a little strange. But yeah, that makes sense. The Alzheimer's dementia combo is going to hit hard. No. That makes sense. The I state your name makes sense because the swearing in ceremony. Bro, the Chiron has a typo and it's fucking me up. Trump is booed while swearing in the military service members. Yeah, that makes sense. The booing is crazy though. Like, dude, do people hate him so much that they're booing a swearing in ceremony? That's awesome. The people despise this man. They do not fuck with him at all. And of course, this is an interesting story because like this came super close to Donald Trump getting a fucking lifeline.
You solemnly swear?
Yeah, he was getting booed. Obviously, part of the reason why he was getting booed is because people are very frustrated with Donald Trump. Why are they very frustrated with Donald Trump? Because he's been doing Gilded Age shit for no reason throughout this entire government shutdown. But of course, lo and behold, as I told you guys last week, when I was in DC, I saw some early warning signs. I saw some early fears. Okay. I saw some early warning signs and you guys were asking me like, what do you mean? This doesn't make any sense. Why would the Democrats actually turn around and cave on the shutdown? Do you remember when we had that conversation when I was like, I'm in DC for a little bit and I've been around and the things I've heard from what's going on over here would shock you. Remember? And then also remember when I said they're kind of fearful about the filibuster and that's part of the reason why they will most likely cave on the shutdown. Yeah. I mean, even when I was giving you guys this info at the time, I was like, there's no way, right? Like, there's no way. I just, I think it's suspicious. It's too bad. Dude, it is fucking insane. All right. It is insane. Imagine being Trump. You've beaten the Dems twice, been impeached, nearly gone to jail, never let go of your sense of victimhood. Meanwhile, the Democrats quit the moment things get hard. Their retirees lead negotiations. You really wonder why God gave you such weak opposition. Now, the reality of the matter is, I guess he has the heavens mandate. Okay, you have to recognize at this point. It's just that the Democrats don't actually want to win. The Democrats do not want to win. The Democrats do not want to legislate. The Democrats don't want to be there for the population. The Democrats are simply here to be a fucking nuisance. Okay, they're here to constantly be annoying. They're here to lose. They're not here to actually do right by their voters. They are here to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. And there are plenty of people on the base of support that also actually go along with this. They constantly constantly follow the lead of some of the worst political instincts I have ever encountered in my entire life. It's not Trump's resilience that is impressive. I think it's the Democratic Party's capacity to lose that is impressive. I'm sorry. I can no longer sit here and act as though Trump's a brilliant machine politician. He is not. Okay? He is not. It is actually the Democrats that have created this environment for Donald Trump, and it will always be the Democrats that will continue creating this environment for Donald Trump. But at least on the one hand, I have seen finally that there are a lot of people who say that they're liberals and libtarded or whatever that are finally coming to their fucking senses. I saw Brian Tyler Cohen freaking out about this shit. I saw Harry Sasson freaking out about this shit. Like on the influencer side, there are plenty of fucking Democrats who are like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Like, do your job. Do your fucking job. Do your fucking job. Do anything. Do anything. Now, for those of you who don't understand why we're so frustrated about this, if you weren't like paying close attention, there was a government shutdown that took place. I believe it was like 40 days or something. It was literally a record-breaking government shutdown. And government shutdowns are obviously very damaging because when the government is shut down, there's a lot of federal workers that are furloughed. There's a lot of mouths that you can't feed, right? And it's a terrifying predicament for anyone who actually cares about their constituents. Having said that, the government shutdown is usually the last political tool that the minority party has at their disposal to actually get their agenda across in an effort to actually defend, even larger number of Americans, for example. So, like, that's precisely what was going on here. It's been 41 days, and the government was shut down because Donald Trump and the Republican Party has cut ACA subsidies, which means like 24 million Americans, tens of millions of Americans are actually no longer going to get their fucking health care. They're going to get kicked off of their health care coverage because their insurance premiums are far too costly. The ACA subsidies were taken away from these people, and their health care is about to triple in cost, right? These are the reasons why the Democrats were supposed to be fighting for, the shutdown to get the Republicans to come back to the table and offer subsidies on ACA, also known as Obamacare, which is already a fucking Band-Aid solution. So like half the time when I'm advocating for this stuff, I'm advocating for the Democrats and their signature policy that they should be defending. Like, I'm a Medicare for All guy. If I had no investment or concern or consideration for the average working class American, I would just say, let it fucking burn. Who gives a shit? This entire thing is busted anyway. It's a Band-Aid, and let's rebuild Medicare for All. But obviously it doesn't work that way. I want Americans to have healthcare, so I'm fucking defending goddamn Chuck Schumer and goddamn Hakeem Jeffries because I want them to fucking defend the ACA subsidies, which I don't even fucking agree with. And even then, the Democrats still end up doing this race to the bottom bullshit and fuck it up. I can't believe it. It's like I want the Dems to do Dem shit, and they can't even do Dem shit. What are we fucking doing at this point? Suck my cock, man. You guys do not give a fuck about the working class. You do not give a fuck about your voters. I don't even know what you give a fuck about. Old, decrepit, weak, feeble, monstrous, corrupt pieces of shit they are. They don't care about fighting against Donald Trump. They do not care about being an opposition party. They do not care about anything. And I fucking hate them so much. I hate them with my entire fucking heart and soul, because at least I know Donald Trump is evil, okay? I know Donald Trump is evil, but the Democrats are supposed to not be evil, okay? They're at least supposed to be like, oh, we tried our best, but we couldn't do it. But no, time and time again, oh my fucking Lord, dude, they are such assholes. If they fought for Americans with a fraction of the severity that they fight for fucking Israel, okay, we would be in an entirely different predicament. We'd be in an entirely different country. But yes, yesterday, before the shutdown happened, I said, no one wants to see the government shutdown continue. Why is this weirdo blaming the Dems? You just won the election on being in opposition to Republicans and instantly shift the blame back to the Dems. Can't stand centrist Dems. This was before. Okay? I need you to understand. This was before the shutdown actually officially became reality. Except Hutch, he's calling it a masterful gamble. When has Hutch ever been right in his entire political career? Please never bring that fucking bald loser's name in this chat ever again. We're actually having an adult conversation about the goddamn Democratic Party and its fucking failures. I don't need to hear from someone who doesn't know anything, and his only investment in this is to basically either say Hassan fucking thugs over and over again, okay? Because his Call of Duty career fucking imploded in of itself, and he decided to hitch his wagon to like Destiny and become that kind of fucking political commentator. Nobody gives a shit about what he has to say because he's wrong all the fucking time. Shut the fuck up. Never bring up his name in here again while we're doing serious political commentary. Fuck. These are people who follow the notes of the Democratic Party. They are not here with a broader vision. They're not here to tell the Democrats what they're supposed to do. They're just here to say, no, whatever the decision they made is actually the good one, because they're fucking stupid. It makes sense because they just want to be like, you know, they just want to do contentious commentary to someone like myself for the most part. That's it. But the point is, there are still a lot of centrist Democrats who unironically are just like Kamala heads and they're Biden heads, and they're very weird, and they love, you know, they love the establishment Dems, and they think that everyone is wrong for shitting on the establishment Dems, and that it's fine, but they're like centrist. I don't know. Gavin Newsom with an oddly similar tone to you. I know. He said pathetic. Yeah, he wants to be president so bad. He wants to be the leader of the Democratic Party so fucking bad. I am so sick of weak Democrats. We need fighters who will stand up to Trump and MAGA. We need a big tent of fighters, not folders. As I made clear, I'm a liberal. Someone like Zohran Mamdani is farther left than I am, but I'd rather vote for him than a weak liberal who doesn't stand for anything. I will support fighters, not folders. Now, respect for him for saying that, but also, bitch, you're Harry Sasson. We know in your fucking age group that, like, we know you love Zohran. You don't have to fucking farm this, like, I'm actually a reasonable centrist liberal and Zohran is much more further left than me. What is this? What is this? Do you just, no, I don't believe Harry. Yeah, he loves Zohran. Of course he does. All these guys do. It's so funny that he's like, I'm a liberal and I am a reasonable liberal and I think Zohran's to the left of me. No, he's not. Shut the fuck up. You're just saying that because you think that's what like the older consultants want to hear. You think that's what the older consultants want to hear. Trust me, as someone the older consultants hear from all the fucking time, it doesn't matter. Just be yourself. Be honest. Does Republicans have a plan to replace the Obamacare with? Do the Republicans have a plan? Yeah, dude. Yeah, they got a plan. It's called fuck you. It's called eat shit and die. Okay? That's what their plan is called. Guess what? It's called we are going to kill you if you make under $250,000 a year. That's the Republican. Oh shit, you scared the fuck out of me. That's the Republican plan, dude. The Republican plan is eat shit and die, you fucking poor broke boys.